Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another awesome session by Mindful Living today. We really appreciate your taking out the time and joining the session today. It is a long weekend, and you could have been anywhere with your family having a good time. But your choosing to join the session today really conveys a very strong message that you are serious about being a super learner and improving the quality of your life. Our traditional education system encourages us to just learn by rote and accumulate knowledge. It doesn't really do much to develop our ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn, which is so critical in times like today when things are changing at a very fast pace. When COVID struck 2 years back, we all learned how to live and work in a lockdown. And then when the lockdown opened up, we are all relearning how to go back and work in offices. These are the challenges, and there are many more. We all learned and unlearned new ways of working, unlearned old ways of working, and so many things. So this is what is so critical for us to succeed in times like today. And that is why we decided to dedicate our session today to being a super learner and understanding how being a super learner helps us be more productive at work, achieve peak performance levels, and professional excellence. The session today is being organized as a part of our initiative to celebrate International Women's Day. Our session last week was on image management, how to balance inner and outer beauty. In case you attended that session, you would have known how awesome it was. In case you missed attending the session, you can watch the session by clicking on our YouTube link, which we are sharing in the chat now. Click on the YouTube link, subscribe to our channel, and check out the 50 plus awesome videos that we have got on living consciously. Our session next week is a book reading session on The Greatest Secret book by Rhonda Burns. Is there any fan of Rhonda Burns here? In case you are a Rhonda Burns fan, please type RB in the chat box. And in case you would like to join the session in the coming week and have information about that, you could click on the link of our WhatsApp community and join our WhatsApp community. This community we share, we conduct sessions every week, which I'll talk about more in a minute from now. But here is the link to our WhatsApp community, Mindful Living WhatsApp community. Please join us and be a part of our community and get to know about the awesome sessions that we conduct every weekend. Our speaker for today is Deepti Gupta. Deepti is a cognitive skill development trainer, and she has mastered the art of aligning the powers of subconscious mind and conscious mind. Now, this may look like a small statement, but friends, we need to understand the power of our subconscious mind, and we also need to understand why it is important for us to align our conscious and subconscious mind. Think of it in this way. Assume you are working in an office or a factory where you have 10 workers, and one worker is aligned to what you are saying, but 9 are not aligned. Do you think the work will get done? If you think the work will get done, please type D in the chat box. But if you think the work will not get done, type ND in the chat box, done or not done. I'll repeat my question. You have 10 workers reporting into you. One is aligned to your instructions and 9 are not aligned. The work will not get done. And friends, that one person is our conscious mind and 9 persons represent our subconscious mind. Our conscious mind is only 10%. Our subconscious mind is 90%. So it's very important for us to align our conscious and subconscious mind to achieve success in our personal and professional lives. Deepti has conducted programs for senior executives in multinational companies across 10 countries, and she's the co-founder of Taurus Marketing Consultants, a company she co-founded with her business partner and life partner, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta. Mr. Sanjeev Gupta is a dear friend and ex-colleague from Xerox. He's an engineer, MBA, who has worked in some of the best MNCs in the world, which include 3M, Xerox, and Toyota. His last corporate assignment was as CEO for an organization based out of East Africa. He is also a man with golden heart, and he features in the Limca Book of Records for spearheading a CSR initiative that touched the lives of over 400,000 people. Friends, that was a short introduction about our speakers today. Is it okay if I take a minute to introduce myself? If it is okay, please type okay in the chat box. Thank you, Sanjeev ji. Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. Thank you, Bipimbol. Thank you, Shilpa. Hello, friends. My name is Ashish, and I am the founder of Mindful Living. I started Mindful Living in 2018 with a mission to help 1 million working professionals lead healthier, happier, and wealthier lives. Prior to starting Mindful Living, I worked in the corporate sector for over 25 years in senior management positions with organizations like Xerox, Tata Group, Future Group, HCL, and Dabur Group. In the last 3+ years, we have conducted about 260 sessions. I'll request everybody to mute themselves if you're not speaking. We have conducted over 260 sessions for leading corporate organizations like Tata Group, Aditya Birla Group, IBM, EXL, Signify, Schneider, Airbnb, and many other organizations. The session today is a part of our community initiative where we gather every weekend to learn application of mindfulness to improve quality of our thinking and quality of our lives. Our session today is a step forward in that direction. Before we begin, I would like to urge you to keep a notepad and pen handy so that you can take notes as Deepti and Sanjeev, they share their secrets to being a super learner. How many of you would be interested in learning the secrets to improve your learning ability by more than 500%? If you are interested in increasing your learning ability by more than 500%, please type SL in the chat box. If you are interested in becoming a super learner and increase your learning ability, thank you, Shivram. Thank you, Sini. Thank you, Bibimbol. Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you, Pratibha. Thank you, Mridula. We have got a very interesting audience. Thank you very much, friends, for your comments. Please stay engaged with us. This is not a podcast which you can listen to in an audio mode. To get the best results, please keep your cameras on and stay engaged with the speakers. There is a reactions button in your toolbar. Every time you hear something which speakers say which is interesting, please show thumbs up or show them some love or type in the chat your comments. We will be taking question answers towards the end of the session, but that does not mean you don't share your questions, queries during the session. So please stay actively engaged with us. And also, before I hand over the session to Deepti and Sanjeev, please share one expectation that you have from the session today. This will help us curate the session. So friends, we'll pause for a second or so. To hear your expectations from the session. And I'll also take this time to invite Sanjeev ji and Deepti to take the session forward.
Thank you, Ashish ji, for giving us this amazing opportunity. and it's a great honor to be here. And now I would like to welcome all my friends here and thank them for this precious time. The key objective that we have for this session is basically to showcase the immense power of the subconscious mind applied at the command of the conscious mind. This also helps us to realize that what the outcomes of what one can do by aligning these two minds. So today's session is going to be highly interactive, and we sincerely hope that it's worth your time and you find it extremely useful, helpful, and engaging. Yeah.
Hello friends, again this is Sanjeev here, and it is an absolute honor for both of us to be invited and speak to all of you and share some of our learnings. Thank you, Ashish, for doing the honors. And before I slide into the session along with Deepti, I would like to mention that ever since we have been part of this wonderful community of mindful living, it has been an experience of its own. It has been enlightening. And as they rightly say, you show us the man's company and you can tell you the kind of person he or she is. So I must say that mindful living is such a vibrant community where every time I join its sessions, it is very enlightening, it is very refreshing, it is very engaging. I've had a chance to attend few of them, and I make it a point to attend whenever the time and the commitment permits it. So if you are part of this community, great. If you are not, please honor all of us by being part of it. Thank you once again for your precious time and being here. Okay, so getting into the session of mindful and super learning, there is a statement which Ashish ji has impressed upon during the introductions, and even now Deepti mentioned. Today we will be able to showcase to you probably the impact of the power of using the subconscious mind at the command of the conscious mind. Now, this statement is powerful because most of you who have been or who have experienced the readings from Dr. Bruce Lipton's Biology of Belief, from there comes one statement, as per Dr. Lipton, that in our entire lifetime, our conscious mind is active or present only between 1% to 5%. So friends, if you have read or if you have come across the statement, can you please type in the chat box? Yes, let me repeat the statement. As per Dr. Bruce Lipton, our conscious mind is active or is in the present only 1% to 5% in the entire lifetime. Now, this is a huge transformational statement. It is like, a very truthful statement. Somebody has hit you on the face, because that realization itself is so compelling to transform your life. So I see some reactions there. Yes. So a few of my friends who agree with the statement. Now imagine a situation that if this statement is true, and we have no reason to say it is not true, that when our conscious mind itself is active and present for 1 to 5% of our entire lifetime, how much would it be in alignment with the subconscious mind? That means the chances of alignment between the conscious and the subconscious mind are minimal. There's hardly any or very few limited instances in our life where the two minds may be in alignment. And in spite of that, whosoever achieves whatever they achieve is humongous. So the point is, if we are able to enhance our span of alignment between the conscious and the subconscious mind, our overall cognitive performance is going to go high. Let me say this again. If we are able to enhance the alignment of the conscious and the subconscious mind, our performance in all its areas, whether it is our personal life, our professional life, or our relationship life, is going to get enhanced. Friends, if you agree with this statement, can you please type a Y in the chat box? And if you don't agree, you may also type N in the chat box. So if you feel that this will help us to enhance our performance. Now, this again is important from the standpoint that if our conscious mind is only present 1 to 5%, 5% being on the higher side, how rare it is to align the two minds. How rarely would you witness a situation and the outcome of the alignment of the two minds? This is rarest of the rare things which happens. And our intent today is to take you, it is our mission in life to showcase to all our friends and to as many friends the inner powers that we possess, the natural powers that we possess. And if we are able to utilize these powers, direct them and align them with little conscious efforts, it can lead to superlative performance in our life. So without too much ado, we will like to get into a practical activity. And before that, let us take a second to define what is super learning. Now, super learning is a combination of various concepts, tools, techniques, systems, and processes through which our ability of learning in terms of three variables: quantum of learning, speed of learning, and accuracy of learning. Quantum of learning, speed of learning, and accuracy of learning increases simultaneously and exponentially. Now, here these words simultaneous and exponential has a huge bearing, and it will be clear when I ask you a few more questions. Scientifically speaking, when you increase the speed of a vehicle, what happens to its accuracy? Would it go high or it will reduce? If you think it will go high, you please type H. If it will reduce, you may type R. So when you increase the speed of a vehicle, the accuracy of driving it will go higher or lower. If it is high, please type H. If it is reducing or lower, please type L. So with the increase in the speed, the accuracy generally reduces. When Bernoulli's theorem, A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, when you are watering a plant and if you have to have a higher flow of the water, generally what do? You try to restrict the circumference or the area of cross-section of the pipe, right? If you agree with me, say yes. So when you reduce the cross-section of that area of cross-section, the velocity of water goes further, right? So what happens is, scientifically speaking, we have seen that quantum, speed, and accuracy, there's a counterbalance in that. However, when we come into the spiritual world, let's take an example. Let's take an example of any power which is spiritual in nature. For example, an earthquake, or a tsunami, or a volcanic eruption. The quantum of energy released in that split second, the speed at which it is released, and the accuracy, that is the pinpointed epicenter from where this energy released, can be measured. Quantum, speed, and accuracy, all three variables work simultaneously. Now, why did I make a mention of this? I made a mention of this because what you are going to witness, my friends, is because of our inner spiritual natural powers. This cannot be explained through science, but it can only be experienced through scientific way. As I know that most of my friends here are from a very enlightened community. Some of you may have experienced it. Some of you may have seen it. Probably some of you may have even learned it. However, the difference of the whole activity lies in a kind of research, the effort, the background, and the learnings that we have got over 8 years of research in the field of human psychology, neuroscience, microbiology, and spirituality. As a result, the overall approach about this program, overall content of this program is more from the spiritual standpoint, from the standpoint of the powers that we possess and how can we learn to harness these powers so that we can contribute more. We can help others more to realize them to get to a higher station in life. So this is our expectation, this is our mission, and this is our objective. Okay, friends, before I get into that, let me take a few views on the power of focus. So some of you, or maybe all of you, may please make an attempt to write in the chat box, what is your understanding from the word focus? Being part of the mindful community, we always talk about the importance of being in the moment, being present, pay more attention, staying focused. So let's start with the fundamental point. What is your understanding of the word focus? And when you write that, kindly try to avoid use of any synonym. Focus, attention, dhyana, being in the moment, being mindful. Try and avoid those words while defining your understanding of the word focus. Okay. Uninterrupted mindset, only see and aim at the target. Perfect. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great. So we have some reactions there. Now, the next one is, how many of you have been taught so far how to focus? If you have been, please write a Y. If you have not been, you may write no. In entire life so far, how many of us have been fortunate enough to be taught by our parents, teachers, elder brothers and sisters, our gurus, how to focus? The question is how to focus. We have always expected others to focus, and people have expected us to focus. But how many of us have a chance to learn how to focus? Can I have some answers in the chat box? Okay, we are having a few. So if you feel that you have had that chance, write yes. If you haven't, you may write no. How many of you have taught somebody else how to focus? How many of you have taught your sisters, brothers, spouse, children of all how to focus? We've always expected our children to focus. But have we ever actually, honestly, made an effort to teach them how to focus? What do you think? Is a fair expectation? If you feel it's a fair expectation, write F. If it's an unfair expectation, write U. How many of us have made an conscious effort to help our children to focus? If we have, write yes. If we haven't, you may write no. Okay. Yes. So the key point, the point which I'm trying to provoke you is to think on some of the fundamental points. You know, we all are part of a mindful community, but the moment my child is stepping into the school, I expect my child to focus. Don't you think it's ironical? Don't you think it is unfair? Something which is so profound. We are expecting our children to know it just like that, on their own, on the go, naturally, and without putting an effort into it. And that is, my friends, at the starting point itself, we have probably committed something called an error. Okay, so let me now directly slide into an activity, the one which is a part of an international project for the last 70 years, since 1952. The activity which we are going to do is a part of an international project which is handled by the top psychologists and neuroscientists of the world. The purpose and the objective of this activity is to understand how human race processes information, number one. Secondly, different people from different backgrounds, culture, communities, and countries, do they process the information differently, or there is a pattern in it? Thirdly, what are the learnings from it? And if there's something profound learnings which can help other people to learn and get better. So this is something which is a research-based thing. And I would like to take some of you, rather all of you, through this experience in the next 20 minutes. After this experiment, after this experience, I will also share with you the outcomes of this international experience. And by evaluating analyzing your own experience, and by understanding the outcomes of that international experiment, probably there would be a case for us to understand how much can we help ourselves to improve our own ability to focus and contribute. At the same time, how much of an effort and scope is there for us to help others to get to a higher station in life. So this is our intent this evening. Okay. So as we get into it, and a live demo of super learning, Ashish ji, I would request you to help us with 4 volunteers, sir.
Okay, so friends, we will request you to volunteer. This is a very interesting activity. It will not take much other than your intention to support. So you're okay. We have Anil who has volunteered. Okay, we need 3 more, Sanjeev ji.
Yes, we need 3 more, at least 2. And if we have that, I would request all our friends who are volunteering to stay till the end of this program, because that is really important. And your contribution in this will be highly appreciated. And this is required for us to complete the activity. So we have Maria ma'am.
We have 3 of them.
Okay.
We want 1 more.
Yeah, I can.
Wonderful.
All right. So
Ashish ji, we have
Anil, Vanam,
Okay.
Vanam, and Maria.
Okay, Anil, Maria, Vanan, and
Vanam, 3 people. And Nita, 4.
4.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Anil,
I think
Vanan,
that's
Nita,
enough.
and Anil, Vanan, Nita, and
Uh,
so we have Anil ji, Vanam, Nita, and the 4th one, Maria.
Yeah.
Maria, right, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to give small brief, I would say, guidelines to all 4 of you. Listen to them carefully. This is a live demo of super learning and how we can use the power of the subconscious mind at the command of the conscious mind. How can we align the 2 minds? And the key part is the outcome of aligning the 2 points, two minds. This can be implemented in any area of our life later on. But here, in the limited time, we want to show you so that you can appreciate what could be the immense outcome when these 2 minds align. So thank you all 4 of my friends who have volunteered to help us. So I'll start with Anil ji. Anil ji, there will be a small difference in the instructions for all 4 of you. So listen to me carefully. Anil ji, you have a piece of paper in front of you, right? On this piece of paper, I would like you to write numbers 1 to 10 in sequence from top to bottom. And against each number, I would request you to write 1 simple word in English. 1 simple word in English. Like bottle, milk, water, corona, happiness, peace, like this. Right, sir? Okay, Maria? Okay, you do the same thing, but from 11 to 20. So you will write words 11 to 20 and 1 simple word against each number. Right?
Words that we all can understand.
Words which we all can understand, right? Okay, so that everybody can participate later on. Nita, you do the same thing from 21 to 30. Serial number 21 to 30, sequentially from top to bottom. 1 simple word in English against each number. Right? Perfect. And then we have Vanam. Hi, Vanam. For you, this is from 31 to 40. Is that clear? Okay, perfect. Now, Ashish ji, would each one of them have your number with them?
I'll type in the chat.
Perfect.
I think Nita wants to ask something.
Yeah, Nita ji, you want to ask something?
Yes, I wanted to know that what the word would be a random word.
Any random
Yeah.
word, bottle, milk, water, happiness, peace, mindful.
Anything that comes to your mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you have written those words, just show us a thumbs up so that we know that you have done it. Okay. Anilji, once you have done it, once you have written the words, kindly take a good picture of this and WhatsApp it to Ashish. If you need his number, it is there on the chat box. Okay, once our friends have done it, in the next step, all of you can participate in this activity. As I said, this is part of an international project. There's a lot of research behind this, and I would explain the part of it once you have undergone this experience.
Friends, my number is 9899977266. Once you have written down the words, please click a picture and WhatsApp it to me.
Okay.
Sanjeev, should I share them with you?
Have you got all four?
No, I've got one from Anil.
No, you wait for all four to be with you, sir. Once you have got all four, you may send it to me. Okay. Super Learning is a program, as we are waiting for the words to come into Ashiji and through him to me. Super Learning is a program which we have been able to deliver to our clients in 12 countries, right from US, Canada, parts of Europe, Middle East, Southeast Asia, Africa, India, and Nepal. Most of friends who have taken this program are trainers, speakers, coaches, professionals from different backgrounds, chartered accountants, doctors, surgeons, people who have been marathon runners, authors, and of course, faculty members, and above all, students. This program helps you to realize, as I said, the key part here is how to be in the present for a longer period of time and how to dive deeper into your subconscious mind and use that immense power which somehow we lose out on because our conscious mind itself is not in the present. So these are some of the benefits of aligning the two minds and be in the present. So let me check if we have got, Ashiji, have we got some?
Yes, one by one.
Okay. Ashiji, you may send whatever you have.
Okay.
So Maria, have you sent that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Neetaji?
I'm sending. I was just having issues with the camera. So
No problem, no problem. Vanam?
I've got 3, so I'm sending them to you.
Yeah, please, by that time, Neetaji would also send it to you. So perfect. Okay, so I have got 2.
Third one is also gone.
I have got 3.
sending it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I have got, yes, I have got 3 with me, and now we are just waiting for the 4th one to come, and then we can start from there.
Yes, I have WhatsApped it to you, Ashish.
Wonderful, great. Ashiji, have you got it?
Yeah, I'm just sending it to you.
Perfect, I have got it. Okay, so basically, we are just to very quickly recap on what we are saying. We are talking about super learning. Super learning is our ability to align the conscious mind with the subconscious mind so that we can dig deeper into the powers of the subconscious mind, work at the command of the conscious mind, stay more focused, and therefore our ability to learn, that is quantum speed and accuracy of learning, increases both simultaneously and exponentially. Now, this is part of the project, and now all my friends who are there on this in this session can participate. We have 40 words which have come to me through 4 of my friends who have written those words just now. Now, we know about the importance of focus. Probably we have been focusing for last 15, 20, 25 years. Here is a small activity. I'm going to read these words thrice in the same sequence in which it has been written by my friends here from 1 to 40. While I'm speaking these words, please feel free to write these words if you so wish. At the end of the 3 iterations, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Number 1, how many words do you think you have learned and you can retain them after the 3 iterations? Sequence is not important. The second question I'm going to ask you is, how many words have you learned in the same sequence in which they were spoken? Right? So 2 words. You don't have to repeat the words. You have to just give a number. Once you have given that number, I'm going to share with you the result of that international experience where millions of people have undergone that, and I'll give you the global average. You will have your own experiential number and you will have the global average. From these 2 inferences, a lot of inputs will come in terms of what can we do as an improvement area for ourselves and how can we contribute more. Is everybody clear? If everybody is clear, you may please quickly type Y so that I can proceed further and all of you can participate in this. Okay, so great. So I'm starting from the first word. I'm going to speak them thrice, and as I'm speaking, please feel free to use whatever method you want to stay focused, not be distracted. Whatever your understanding of the term mindfulness, being in the moment, being present, being focused, applying your conscious mind, no matter what your understanding is, kindly apply that to do this activity. And here we go. We are starting from the first word. Cat, ball, lion, table, chair. The 5th word is chair. Enjoy, book, television, pen, notepad. Notepad is the 10th word. Bag, mind, easy, well, happy. Happy is the 15th word. Top, peace, love, can, C-A-N, can, delight. The 20th word is delight. Play, talk, run, dance, study. Study is the 25th word. Climb, walk, cry, laugh, meditate. Meditate is the 30th word. Laptop, water bottle, iPhone, pen, paper. Paper is the 35th word. Book, office, car, aeroplane, bike. Bike is the last word, 40th word. So I'll go through it second time, slightly quicker this time. Cat, ball, lion, table, chair, enjoy, book, television, pen, notepad. Notepad is the 10th word. Bag, mind, easy, well, happy, top, peace, love, can, delight. Delight is the 20th word. Play, talk, run, dance, study, climb, walk, cry, laugh, meditate. Meditate is the 30th word. Laptop, water bottle, iPhone, pen, paper, book, office, car, aeroplane, bike. Bike is the 40th word. Okay, we'll go through the list, the third and the final time. Cat, ball, lion, table, chair, enjoy, book, television, pen, notepad, bag, mind, easy, well, happy, top, peace, love, can, delight, play, talk, run, dance, study, climb, walk, cry, laugh, meditate. Laptop, water bottle, iPhone, pen, paper, book, office, car, aeroplane, and the last word is bike. Okay, very quickly, all my friends here, you can respond on the chat box. How many words do you think you have learned or you can recall? Sequence is not important. You can give a range also, 20 to 25, 28 to 30, 30 to 35, all 40. Just sequence is not important, just a number. You don't have to recall also. Whatever that number comes to your mind, very quickly, just put it onto the chat box. Okay, so we have some reactions there, 5 to 10, probably 15, 25. Very good, 5 to 15. Okay, 10, 18, very nice, very precise. 15 to 20, 20, 20. Okay, 25 is the highest so far. Wonderful. Sapna Gujralji says 25. Great. Question number 2. How many words do you think you have learned or you can recall in the same sequence in which they were spoken? Again, you can give a range. That's good enough. It is mainly for your own understanding. 2, 20, something, 2 to 3. Okay. Sequence 10, 8 to 10. Wonderful. 5. Very quickly, if somebody wants to respond to that. 7, 9. Very precise. Nice. Very good. Okay. Okay. Neetaji says 20. Perfect. Now, let me share here the results of that experiment. First of all, let me thank each one of you for really participating and for your honest answers to it. Now, let me share with you that when this experiment is done, it is done 2 ways different than what I have done. In the original experiment, the presenter brings the words. It is not taken from the audience. That means audience have no clue what is going to come their way. The second difference is words are spoken only once, not thrice. That is, the audience get only a single chance to absorb, process, assimilate that information. Of course, the results are generally different. It has been observed that in 1952 onwards, when this was started for the first time, no matter who the audience is, American, Indian, Singaporean, Chinese, Russian, doesn't matter. The ability for the brain to process information was limited between 7 to 9 words, and not in sequence, randomly, between 7 to 9 words. In today's day and age, this average has come down between 4 to 7 words. Yes, you heard it right, between 4 to 7 words. Some of the basic inferences are we all process information in the same way. There's a limit to which our brain processes information. And third is it is limited between 4 to 7 words. Now, in whole of this, where does super learning come into the picture? So Deepti is trained on super learning. She is going to close her eyes and let's see what she can do with these 40 words. If you have written these words, you can check back with the list that you have. So Deepti, over to you.
Okay, friends, I'm closing my eyes now and you have to believe me. So I'm closing my eyes and I'm starting from the first word. The first word is cat. After that is ball, lion, table, chair, enjoy, book, television, pen, notepad, bag, mind, easy, well, happy. After happy is top, peace, love, can, delight, play, talk, then is run, dance. After dance is study, climb, walk, cry, laugh, meditate, laptop, water bottle. After water bottle is iPhone, pen, paper, book, office, car, aeroplane, and the last word is bike.
Okay, great. Okay, Aarti ji says all correct. So I'm assuming Aarti ji, you have written all the 40 words and you have matched with it. So great, wonderful. Thank you so much for doing the honors. Manoj Nair ji has raised a hand. Manoj ji, you wanted to ask something? Okay. Okay, great. So basically, all words in a sequence: quantum of learning, speed of learning, accuracy of learning. That was the reason I gave a context that this cannot be explained scientifically. This can only be experienced because it is your power of focus and power of imagination which comes into play. Because of your enhanced power of ability to focus, because your heightened ability to imagine, and the blending of these two natural powers, our ability to comprehend information goes much higher. We are able to connect the conscious part of the mind with the subconscious mind, dig deeper into the strength of the subconscious mind, and the results are for you to see. Now, let us go to the second part of the demo. If I may ask some of my friends to pick up any number between 1 to 40 and write on the chat box quickly. Kindly write any number between 1 to 40 on the chat box. You may pick any number. 10. Anilji writes 10.
Okay, number 10 is notepad.
26.
26 is climb.
27.
27 is walk.
6.
Number 6 is enjoy.
8.
Number 8 is television.
7.
Number 7 is book.
Okay. 16.
Number 16 is stop.
Okay. Probably if somebody is checking, they may say whether it is right or wrong. If somebody has checked that out. So, okay. Shivam Patil, Shivramji asked number 38.
Okay, number 38. Number 38 is car.
Okay. Thank you, Anilji, for confirming. Okay, let me ask another one. From say 27 to 17 in the reverse order.
27. Okay. 27 is walk. 26 is climb. 25 is study. 24 is dance. 23 is run. 22 is walk. 21 is play. 20th is delight. 19th is can. 18th is love. And 17th is peace.
Is that right, Anilji? I may ask you because you are checking all of them and you have the words with you. Is that right?
And I will tell you there are two words which have been repeated. One is book and one is pen. So the book was repeated at number 7 and number 36. And pen is repeated at number 9 and number 34.
Is that right too? Great. So the purpose of showing through this activity is that the key concepts of paying attention, being in the focus. Focus is again the power which is vested in the conscious mind. The power of focus is vested with the conscious mind. The power of imagination is vested with the conscious mind. The power of memory, recall, and action is vested with our subconscious mind. Because the two minds are not connected most of the time, and the reason being that the conscious mind is not in the present, the focus and the imagination is not able to impact and use the power of the subconscious mind. So the very fact that our conscious mind is anywhere and everywhere most of the time is the reason that most of the enlightened people want us to be in the present. If there is one ability, if there is one power, if there is one wish we would want the higher powers to grant us, is to be in the present, to be in the moment, to be mindful, so that we can use the immense inner powers that we possess and do and contribute much beyond that we are doing or presently doing. So this is what we wanted to showcase to you, our friends, where we can really take our powers to a totally different level and perform at a level which itself can surprise us. So with this, Ashish ji, I'd like to take it back to you.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji and Deepti ji, for that awesome presentation. I think this has got everybody dazzled and really thinking. So we'll be happy to hear from people, their experience. Anybody would like to share their experience of how they felt about this session, about this demo? Anyone can please raise your hands and share with us, unmute and share with us.
Ashish ji, this was an excellent session.
Yes.
But I would like to understand more about how to bring that focus, how to align your conscious and subconscious mind. Because what I understand that there was a concept of Shambhavi Mudra.
Yes,
so,
yes.
I think that also helps in bringing, conscious mind in alignment with the unconscious mind. So the more interesting thing is that how to learn to align these two things. We would like to, basically, that is the whole idea. How to bring that focus and how to align your conscious mind with the subconscious mind.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for that very beautiful question. Sanjeev ji, would you like to respond to Agrawal, sir?
Agrawal, sir, thank you so much for this question. And you have nipped it in the bud. That is the secret. That is the key secret. If we are able to align our conscious mind with the subconscious mind, there are various ways. See, you are, of course, you may be aware, meditation is one of the ways to do it. Now, the difference here is that, again, this is my very limited view, and I may be very wrong, sir. I'm just sharing it with you, and I am excusing myself and requesting for your pardon if I am totally wrong. But generally what happens is, even after years of meditation, you may not see, or you may not be able to show the impact, right, sir? But here you are seeing the impact right in front of you. In 10 minutes, you are able to see the impact, correct? Now, so why I'm mentioning it here is meditation is also one of the ways, correct? Similarly, there are various ways and techniques through which you have to anchor your thoughts. What conscious mind is always full of energy and thoughts. Generally, as the psychologists say, we have anything between 80,000 to 600,000 thoughts in a day. If you look at it from the second standpoint, in microsecond, we get a thought. Now, what does mindfulness says? What does meditation says? Reduce the number of thoughts, correct, sir? And what is focus? If you are able to focus on one thought, that means amazing. You are reducing the amount of energy distributed per hundreds of thoughts to one thought. And that gives you supernatural power. So there are various ways, there are various techniques, there are different methodologies to it. We have kind of sharpened, focused, and practiced on one of the tools and the techniques which helps to anchor your thoughts. And what we have done along with this, we have used the power of imagination, which is a process. In our masterclass, we help our participants to understand focus and imagination from the psychological standpoint and from the spiritual standpoint. Also, we help them with activities which help them to understand it, work on it, and experience it. By the end of the session, you will be able to anchor your thoughts and you will see a sharp rise. That is why Ashish ji mentioned, how would you increase your learning ability 500%? Because you will be able to anchor your thoughts. These words could have been anything, right, sir? These 40 words could have been anything. This could be history, civics, geography, from your chartered accountancy, from medicine, anything. It makes it so simple and easy. So I hope I have answered your question. The whole program is about this how part, how, and how.
And
Anil ji,
also you mentioned, that generally we tell our children that focus, but saying just that you focus is not everything. What we need to make sure that we tell them how to focus, and we teach them the ways to focus. That is more important. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I think
Sorry,
that
please carry on, sir.
that's a very important learning, that instead of telling somebody to focus, you have to, I don't know whether I was just thinking that if you can if you can tell the children that why it is important, why it is useful, creating interest, why let us say we ask him to focus on a particular thing. If we can tell him that what are the advantages, where it will lead it to you, I mean, creating that kind of interest, so that one starts one puts efforts to align his conscious mind with the subconscious mind.
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for that question, DK sir, because that perfectly helps us segue into our next part of the presentation, where we'll be talking about the program that Sanjeev ji has put together. Friends, I understand we are near our closing time, but I request you to stay on for another 15 minutes. There is exciting free bonus that we have got for everyone who's joined us in the session today. So please stay on. We will take 15 more minutes to share with you details about the program that Sanjeev ji has put together for you. And friends, as we go along today, you will have a choice to either take your life to the next level or stay where we are. And friends, life is all about growth. It's not about staying where we are. So I hope you are able to make the right choice today, choose to grow for the benefit of yourself, for the benefit of your families. And here is the program that Sanjeev ji has put together for you. And I'll request Sanjeev ji to take us through this.
Thank you, Ashish ji. As Agarwal Sahab has pointed out, this program is all about, first of all, it is all about skill upgradation. So we will help our friends sharpen their power to focus, visualize, memory, and recall. The two words, important words, which are not mentioned here are problem solving and decision making. Cognitive skill development, the root is focus. You will clearly see that your skill of focusing, visualizing, memory, and these things have really shot up to the roof. That is number one. The second is, how can you will understand and be aware that how you are using the power of the subconscious mind at your will and command. Whenever you want it, at that point, you are able to use the power of the subconscious mind. And that can be transcended to any area of your life, your personal life, professional life, or relationship life. And thirdly, because of the understanding of your inner powers, it will make you feel more confident about yourself, even in the most uncertain of the situations, because confidence comes from learning. All my worthy friends on the group know that confidence is all about being comfortable with the uncomfortable, how to deal with uncertainty and be action oriented. So once you know how to learn things, once you know that you are in a position and you are empowered to learn at a breakneck speed, your confidence will always be higher and at the same time authentic. So these are the few things that you learn in this program. Ashish, yeah. Now, who should attend? As I said, our clients or our friends who are from any profession, and they are business owners, teachers, trainers, and coaches, because it helps them directly to make their programs much more powerful, empowering, and engaging for their students. Homemakers, because it gives them higher level of confidence, self-esteem, and sense of self-worth. They would immediately realize that their level of contribution in their inner circle has really gone up. The amount of contribution they are giving to their family has gone beyond much higher level that they're already putting in. Of course, parents and students, as Agarwal Sahab mentioned, as a parent, you will be able to guide, help, coach, educate your children in a more effective manner. Students who are looking to work smartly and perform better, get into their dream university, they can do. Benefits I have already mentioned, whether it is a professional life, academic excellence, authentic self-confidence, or if you want to reduce your fear and worry, it will help you in doing that as well. Program will be delivered both by me and Deepti. We will handhold you through the whole session. It is going to be far more interactive than what we have had today's session. All you will, from our experience, we know that our friends bring up questions from their subconscious mind on the go, and therefore these sessions are extremely enlightening, they're engaging and educative. And there will be 5 sessions on this: 27th March, 3:30 to 4:30, and 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th. All 4 of them are Sundays, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. I would also like to mention here, generally, these are 5 sessions which are formally planned, but however, our intent is that the transfer of skills should happen. At the same time, our intent is you should feel satisfied and confident about this program. So we will be, in case there are a couple of sessions which may be required beyond this, we are willing to do that. There are no issues around that. Okay. These are the broadly contents. In session 1, we will be dissecting focus, as I said, from the psychological standpoint, from the neuroscience standpoint, and from the spiritual standpoint. You will be able to do it and experience it with the help of activities. In session 2, we will take up imagination, the definitions, the role of imagination from the psychological and spiritual standpoint. And these will, to our understanding, these are initiators for higher level of empowerment and engagement. Thirdly, you'll be able to apply the focus and imagination, what we have learned in the previous sessions. You will be able to apply them and see how it helps you to become a quick learner. In the session 4, we will introduce one more concept, mastermind. We all are familiar with this term, but we will be able to help you understand mastermind from the psychological standpoint, from the spiritual standpoint, and its importance from the practical standpoint for gaining exponential growth in your personal, professional, and relationship life. Finally, how do all these sessions measure up to enhance your level of self-confidence, breakthroughs if you want to share in your journey so far, wrap up, open house, any questions, answers which are still left, and the next steps. You are on mute, Ashish ji.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji, for outlining the contents of the program. Friends, how much do you think a program like this, which can help you learn how to focus? You know, most of you shared that we have never been taught how to focus. If there's a program which can help us learn how to focus, how much would it be worth? Please type in the chat box, how much do you think a program that can teach you how to imagine? Imagination is a superpower. You know, most of the times we are very, we have a vision which is very narrow, but, vision which can help us imagine and focus at the same time, and then, have masterclass and apply this. How much do you think a program like this would be worth? Please type that. Anil ji says it is worth 1,000 rupees. Anybody else would like to say? Friends, this can be truly transforming. Imagine, what all can you apply this knowledge to? Invaluable. Manoj says invaluable, 20,000 rupees. And friends, think of it in terms of the benefits you will have when you can remember the data which you use, whether it is facts about surgery or it is facts about your business or your client's business in case you are a consultant. Manoj says 10,000 rupees. And friends, this is the price. 10,000 rupees is the price I paid to learn from Sanjeev ji when I first learned this program for him. But friends, let me share the good news for you. It's holy time, and this is a special offer for members of the Mindful Living community. This comes at 50% off, and your people can register for this program by paying mere 4,999 rupees. You can Google Pay or Paytm to Ashmita at the numbers mentioned below. You can take a screenshot of this, or you can make the payment. And we also understand that many people have, when they get to learn about this program, they have a feeling that I would like my family to join with me, I would like my children to join with me. So the good news gets better And we are happy to share with you that for 4,999 rupees, it's not only you, but one more of your family member or friend who can join with you. So this is true holy offer for you, HOLI and HOLY both, it's the holy offer. Please join. This is double bonanza for you. These are the numbers which we have shared with you on the screen. Once you have remitted the payment, please type payment done, and so that we can welcome you into the program. And for serious action takers who want to register now, we are offering a bonanza. It's a 75% discount on the list price. And if you remit the payment before the end of this session, we were planning to end it before 6. That's why it's 6, but you can do it now. And you can just type payment done in the chat box. And, this is at a very special price, 2,499 for you and one family member if you remit the payment now. Once you've remitted the payment, please type payment done in the chat box so that we can welcome you into the program. 2,499 if you do the payment now while the session is live. In case you have any challenge, you can please reach out to Ashmita at the numbers mentioned there, and she will help you. She will guide you with the payment process. And now we will, okay, Anilji is saying, okay, Anilji, since you have mentioned your intent to make the payment, we will extend the time for you till 7:30. So anybody who joins the program till 7:30 p.m. Gets to avail of this special offer. Once again, sharing the numbers of Ashmita. For any questions, she is sometimes people find it difficult to make Google Pay or Paytm. Then we have also shared the bank account details for you, and these are all inclusive rates, inclusive of GST. So friends, this is all that you pay. There are no extra payment other than this for the 5 sessions on Sundays, 1 hour, with the guarantee that you will acquire the skills or we extend the sessions for you. On that note, Sanjeev, I'll invite you to talk about the program, how this can help people develop a lifelong skill.
Thank you, Ashi. Yeah, I
Hi,
think.
Ashi. Can I? Okay. Sorry, I have few questions. So can I take up these questions maybe later or?
No, we are happy to answer these questions for you.
Okay. Hi, Ashish, and thank you, Sanjeev ji. I was actually very, very impressed to see this. So, I've got, kids, and my daughter is 17 years old and my son is 12 years old. So can I enroll my 12-year-old child as well? Because I face the problem of concentration with him.
Artiji, first of all, thank you for your good, kind remarks. And this is all about women's power, right? So anyway, so what you asked, absolutely 100%. And first of all, I would like to tell you that this you mentioned about the challenge of concentration. You would have known by now that this is a challenge with each one of us. Some of us are, very verbose about it, and we are open about it, and we express it. Most of us generally don't express it. But the point here is focusing itself is one of the biggest challenges that we have. So that is there. As far as your child of 12 years, 100% definitely they can enroll in the program.
Sure. So thank you, Sanjeev ji. I have few more questions. So will the results be same for me as well as for my child? Second,
100%. Yeah,
100%.
but your children may do it a little faster than you. I'm just saying, generically, there is no judgment there, but generally children are faster than us.
It happened in our case, actually.
I'm more happy. No, so then I'm more happy because, okay, another question. So does this stay forever or maybe just momentary? We keep practicing and it stays. So as the lady, sorry, I'm forgetting her name, but as you could, recall all the 40 names. So is it just momentary, or maybe after a week's time, if someone would ask you to repeat those words, you would be able to do it?
See, Atiji, it is your choice, actually. It is up to me. So if I want to remember and want to recall these words after a week, I will be able to, if they're important. So if they're not important, see, it is for demonstration today. So these words are not really, it is not important for me. So I will kind of flush them out of my system. But
Okay.
if these are important words, if it is part of my presentation or anything else, then I would be able to remember them, even for my lifetime, not just for a week.
Okay. And we as an individual, I mean, would be able to gain this power. I mean, whatever that we want to retain in our mind, we would be able to do it, and whatever we want to flush it out, we would be able to do it. Is
Yeah,
it possible for an individual to do it? I mean, once we take up this practice?
yeah, very much. It is very organic. Once you learn it, I mean, you'll be able to see that it happens organically.
Yeah, I would like to add to that, Aarti. Yes, it is. To answer your
Okay.
question, as I mentioned earlier, I have gone through this program myself, and I have tested this. It works, and anybody who learns this will be able to get the same results that have been demonstrated by Sanjeev ji and Deepti ji today.
Wow, that's great. That's
Yeah.
really great. And
Yes.
another question, does this require regular practice? Maybe, if my child maybe does it with me for a month's time or maybe for 2 months time, and then he takes a break, or because, sometimes it's you really need to push your child to, keep practicing, this for the entire year, or maybe, for entire their lifetime. Does this require regular practice? I mean, once we stop the practice, it all vanishes?
Aarti ji, yes, the honest answer to this is the only way to mastery is practice, number one. Second is the rewards and the outcome of this practice is so overwhelming, And once you have experienced it, and once you will be in that zone where you are seeing that you are breaking challenges left, right, and center, you are the center of attraction, you would not like to lose it.
Okay.
Once you are in that position, would you ever like to lose it?
No.
So
I mean, yeah.
once you know and let me tell you, this is a race in which there is no 100%, because you are working on two spiritual powers: power of focus, power of imagination. And this is exactly the difference that our program brings. We do not talk about memory. We do not talk about recalling part, because these are one of the outcomes of the program, not the key outcome. The key outcome is your awareness about being in the present and focus. What is it? How does it work? And how does it impact every part of your life? You understand imagination to the core, and that understanding really blows you your mind apart. Once you have that understanding, you understand that what can you achieve by working on it, and therefore practice becomes a part of your habit.
Okay.
I hope I have been able to articulate
Thank you
it.
so much. Yes, I got it. And this helps in increasing or maybe rather enhancing the intuition power as well.
Okay, wonderful question. Amazing. How does intuition happen, ma'am? Intuition happens from the subconscious mind. It is triggered by the subconscious mind. Why it is triggered by the subconscious mind? Because subconsciously we are connected to the superconscious mind, which is the universe, right?
Okay.
The root of our conscious mind to the superconscious mind goes to the subconscious mind. Once you have enhanced the power and the access to the subconscious mind, your intuition goes higher. How do you get intuition higher? Let me explain that. Your vibrations, which is all about vibrations. The language of the cosmic world is vibration. Your ability to throw vibrations to a longer distance increases, and therefore you get to know things from that world faster than anybody else, which in other terms you call as intuition, if you agree with me.
Yes.
And therefore you become more intuitive.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for answering all my questions.
Pleasure, Aarti. Thank you so much, and thank you for asking these questions.
Yeah. Thank you for the wonderful questions, Aarti. So friends, just like to recap our offer. This is 4,999 for you and one of your friends or family. And for those action takers who remit the payment till 8 p.m. today, we have got requests from people to extend the timeline till 8 p.m. The offer is on for 2,499 only. You you can enroll yourself and one family member. These are the numbers here once again. And we will also like to have your feedback on the session. You have been very kind and sharing the feedback all along, but fill out this feedback form, which takes less than 30 seconds for you. Fill out the feedback form. It's very important for us. In Xerox, we used to say that champions thrive on feedback. So, we would really have your feedback. We value it. Please, once you have filled out the feedback form, it will be amazing. Sanjeev ji, we have Naresh ji, I think, who has joined back.
Yeah.
So we'd like to connect with him also.
Yeah, please.
So we'd like to hear from him maybe.
Hello, Dr. Madan. Good evening, Dr. Madan. Is Dr. Malan there?
I think he just dropped out again. I was logging in and I think he's got dropped out. So no problem. And so friends, we will look forward to seeing you at the course. We are sharing the link to our Mindful Living community once again. Please join our community to stay updated about the future awesome events. The whole of April we are dedicating to health, and the sessions will be wonderful on how to have holistic health. Most of the times we are only looking at one aspect of health, which is very limited way of looking at health. Here we are going to be talking about holistically, and we have some amazing speakers coming in. So stay tuned, join our WhatsApp community and benefit from those sessions which are conducted every weekend. So friends, if there are no more questions, we would like to draw the session to a close. If you are part of our community, please share your takeaways from the session today in Mindful Living community. We are going to put up the a video of the recording of this session on our YouTube channel. Please watch it, comment on it, and share about the awesome session and the work that Sanjeev ji and Deepti ji are doing with 3 of your friends, so that they can benefit from this power. We are all struggling with focus. We are all struggling with imagination. This is great power to build your intuition, imagination, and increase your self-confidence, perform better. These are things which help everybody. So friends, please spread the work around. That's the way to make our world a healthier, happier, wealthier place. Thank you very much for taking out time and joining us today. Thank you, Sanjeev ji and Deepti ji.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ashish. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends.